evening and welcome to tonight's stream. We are back with more CSPPI, and tonight we're going to be spending a lot of time at the church. As you've seen in previous videos and streams, we've already got a bit of evidence from the church, but I want to try and get as much as I can tonight. So let's jump in. I'm gonna start with. Let's head to the wiki. I want to start with Norse Cemetery and Ulrich. So let's pick up his. Want you paid for what service? Yeah, so we're going to start with Ulrich tonight. I want to try and get them done. Let's have a look. What else can we add? Well, I might just add Sedgestein as well. He was so willing to give us a show last time. And it's not too far from where we need to be. Right, let's head off. Hopefully we might be able to get some new equipment as well tonight. So yeah, we've got about half the audio for Ulrich. Got most of the audio for Mr. Sedgestein. And these are the ones we've got so far. So we've got about half the audio for Ulrich, most of the audio for Pierre, most of the audio for Mr. Sedgestein, and about half for the team. So hopefully we might get into investigating some of the other ghosts as well whilst we're there. There's at least 3 other. Well, there are 3 others on there that need to be investigated. So let's jump in.
Well, I was able to verify and release one ghost for Pastor Rogers. I'm sure he will appreciate one less entity for his parish to be worried about.
Right, I am going to need you, you 2 for now. Set up the camera. I'm also missing one piece of research, so hopefully we might get that tonight. Wow. That camera up there. Very, very quiet all of a sudden. Let's try and see if he's wandering around. Oh, actually, I'll tell you what I might do. Let's get out of it. Might go collect the other audio recorder. There's a quick and easy switch. I'll put down. That it's a case of juggling items. Right. Put you down. Let's put you down. Put you. You first. No matter what food ordered there. And then you. For now, it'll just be a quick jump and press record if I hear any noises in the graveyard. Well, you can do that with the paramic. It doesn't, for some reason, it just doesn't seem. It's a bit more cumbersome. It's not as easy to do it. Right, spend some time in the graveyard. So how is everybody tonight? Are we all well? We had a good couple of days since we were last on. Dog's not happy about something. I need to do some patrolling. Might be spending a bit of time patrolling, trying to get some of the evidence we need. The Ulrich is the one ghost of this map that likes to go to 2 locations. But it could be just playing chase. But sometimes he likes to go in the church. Seen him in there a few times already. I'll spend some time in the graveyard. Then we'll head over to the church if we get in there. Where are you? I do like the detail on some of these gravestones, look. Hey Billy. Hey Lisa, how are you doing? Welcome in. How are you feeling now? You a bit better? We are currently searching a graveyard, trying to get evidence of ghosts. Moment. And he's quite elusive, this one. What is the I'll make the video record a lot less emotional now, bless you, I bet you are. Is Rich home? Take it, Rich home. Yeah, I'm alright, thank you. Yeah, I'm good. So, as I was saying earlier, there's a lot. What you do with this game is you collect notes and research that you pick up, that you gather and collate back at the office, and use notes from the research and the emails and the wiki to add to your notepad to help you focus on the ghost that you want to try and investigate. So once you start investigating, it's a case of trying to find the evidence that there is actually something to investigate, which is in a way is similar to what Phasmo does. Not wanting to play. If he's over in the church. So the equipment that you use in this game is basically equipment that you will be able to get in real life as well. So this is based on a real life EMF meter. The digital recorder to record any noises that you might hear. You really didn't want him to come out to play tonight. Game. The S is around. He was well, this map is probably not a map that not the map that shows you what the game is capable of, because there's a lot of several mini locations within one big location. Right. Might head to I thought Mr. S might be about. Another good thing about this game is, compared to, I don't know how much you know about Phasmo, Lisa, but sometimes you'll get readings on like the EMF with false readings. So, for example, you're in there.
Nothing paranormal about these EMF readings.
We've got an EMF level 5. Now, Ghosts only give off level 5 in this game, but that level 5 was from this electrical box, because anything electrical in the game gives off EMF, so you may get false readings. You've got to sort of, you get a read what you think might be a ghost reading, you've got to kind of search. Oh, there's something there. We're following something.
These lights are acting funny. I should continue investigating. The EMF meter should not behave this way. This is paranormal.
And we know. 1 minute.
Taking a bit of a breather, I see.
There we go. Sorry about that. The dog decided he wanted to go out for a wee. Yeah, so you know that was a real reading, because if it's a false reading, you can recreate it. If we go in here, we're recreating it every time. We know that's something else. Where what we were getting from down here is now no longer there. Can't recreate it. So we now need to try and get some temperatures. You know very little of Phasmo. Well, I mean, the EMF and Phasmo devices are same. I do like little things like this, look. Make the chair creak. And sometimes the ghost will interact with it if you play with it enough. Yeah, how you doing today, Billy? How you feeling? Right, let's have a wander through the graveyard, see if we can get any temperatures. See if Ulrich wants. Another thing about... Oh, there you go, look. There's Ulrich. You see the camera flashing? He's definitely coming out to play. Oh, 1 minute.
2 sugars for me, please.
I'm back. Sorry about that. The dog decided that the cat decided to wander in, and the cat and dog don't get on. So there you go. Based on how you see meter spikes, you're convinced that EMF data is paranormal activity. Right, let's put you on the floor because we don't need you anymore. Let's see what the camera caught. The camera caught something.
Incredible. I captured a ghost on film.
There's nothing in that picture. There is in that picture. There you go, look. Incredible. And again, look. Wow. Right. I'm going to go put... I don't need the... So, we don't need the photo evidence. The temperature and audio. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get... Oh, bless you, Billy. But is there anything we can do to help, or if you want to talk about anything, let me know. Our DM is always open. You know that. I'm going to take that with me as well, the Parabox. So, we have our normal audio recorder to try and catch audio evidence. We've also got a parabolic mic. Oh, crikey. Are they all on different days as well? Hunter. What's up with you? In your bed, go on. Being noisy. That's something strange? No. Do need to see Ulrich again. The Ulrich's a shadow. And a shadow is an intelligent type of ghost that will interact with you. Oh, crikey, Billy. How the hell are you meant to keep track of that? That was something different.
Ooh, that is eerie audio evidence.
Now, one of the things you can do in this game, is get electronic voice phenomenon, EVP. So basically what you do is you ask a question and record, or you record yourself asking a question and leave it running for a few seconds and then play it back, and you get, if the ghost interacts with it, then classed as EVP. Different hospitals. Oh, crikey. You're going to be able to manage to get there all right. Well, like I say, the shadows are an interactive ghost, and they do... There you go, is that... No, it's a tree. I thought that was the ghost then. Kinda. But yeah, the EVP... Sorry, the shadows give off a voice line when they interact with you. That's what I need as part of the evidence. Need them to show themselves. See if I can get some temperatures whilst I am waiting. I'll get some temperature evidence. You never know, they might give me more audio. Well, whilst we're doing this. Looks like you got a crazy week next week. Did you watch any of that playlist that I sent you, Lisa? Also, if you notice, we've also got a heart monitor. 1 minute.
A quick pause to the proceedings.
Sorry about that. I'll give him some food and a drink. Keep him quiet. Oh! God. Lisa! Just glad I hadn't got my I hadn't got the full volume up then. I wonder why that was. That's the whole reason why I've got the heart monitor. To make sure it was working. Fair dues. Fair dues. I can't fault you with that. I mean, I didn't even have the full volume of the headphones then either, and it still made me jump. Where are you? Where are you? Come and show yourself again. Well, I mean, I'll be honest, I purposely made them loud. Try and catch me out. Especially when it goes really quiet, because the game does have quiet moments. Especially when you're indoors. Come on, where are you? One of the other game mechanics you've got to be wary of in this game as well is if you notice on the thermometer how it's got a battery reading. You see the battery reading at the top of the thermometer. Oh no! Night, Lisa. Hope you catch again soon. Yeah, the battery rate is going down. And if you happen to walk through a ghost or connect with a ghost, if you've got a piece of equipment in your hand, it tanks your battery. Just see it drop rapidly. Like, I mean, a lot of the mechanics in this are based off real life reports and evidence. So there has been evidence of electronic equipment having battery drains through supposed paranormal activity. That's why the mechanics in the game. Oh, perfect. I don't need the photo, I've got the photo. What you need is your audio. And your temperatures. Ulrich doesn't give me any temperatures. I might have to go and see Mr. S again. Oh, hello. Typical. What's that? Oh, we caught you.
That was a very unusual noise. I'll keep that as evidence.
Typical. You show up now. Didn't get that one. I'm tempted to sort of hang around a bit. I hope he turns up again. I'll try and get the temperatures off Mr. S. I like how they've done the Paramic as well. How, because you've got headphones to it, the headphones sort of cancel out a lot of the ambient nature sounds. I do like that. Helps you focus. Where are you?
I'll keep that as audio evidence.
Starting to collect some audio evidence now, which is good. So I was saying about how the shadows don't normally give off EVP on a recording device, but let me put this back on. So the parabox that we've got there, you can ask EVP through the parabox, and the shadows will actually communicate with the parabox as well. Back through EVP, as well as a normal intelligence.
Is there anyone here who would like to speak with me? Is there anything you'd like to tell me? Do you know why I'm here?
Yeah, it is pretty much a spirit box, yeah. There is another one.
How many people are here other than me? Is this your home? Do you like the current family living here? Why are you here?
It is quiet and it is quite loud. I wonder if you can turn some of the sound down on that.
Can you tell me your name? Wow, I really think someone is trying to communicate with me.
Wow. Yeah, so that spirit box gives you sentences or less ambiguous answers when you use it. And that will interact with the shadows as well as the usual intelligence. Now there is another one, a spirit vox, which just gives you one-word answers as opposed to less ambiguous answers. So, you know, less a sentence. Oh, we've got it all.
Ooh, that is eerie audio evidence.
Oh, I was wanting to get the line that I want. Oh, shame. So next time we come, we can actually try and find the relic. Because we've got the 100% audio
Ooh, that
and
is
100%
eerie audio
video,
evidence.
100% photo. We can then release Ulrich. Yeah, I must admit, I do think the static noise of the spirit box is quite loud. Might be worth trying to get the dev to turn that down a little bit. Right, is Mr. S likely to give me any readings? Well, in the last video I did, it was crazy. Yeah, well, to be honest, I don't think the devs are planning to bring in any more now it's fully released. There's no updates. There's no actual content updates for the game anymore. There's only going to be sort of patches and bug fixes, really. But the dev is working or starting to plan a new game. So you never know what they might bring out in that one. Oh, hello. There he is.
Incoming enemies and a trap-laden archway. Think fast, Brigade!
Oh, hello. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome to the stream. How are you? Well, they were last playing Conrad Stevenson as well. Excellent stuff. Hey, Unicorn Jenny, how are you? Are you well? How was the stream? How did you find the game? How much have you done? Where are you up to? All the questions. Yeah, it's going well. I've been doing this game for a few streams now. And we completely cleared the first two houses. We managed to release one of the ghosts in the church location, the church map. You're at the same location, are you? Excellent. How are you getting on with it? I'm trying just to get thermometer temperatures. I've just finally got the last evidence for the secret ghost. Not cleared any houses yet. Have you done any exorcisms? You're not sure what to do. Oh, that's no problem. Well, welcome in. I am part of the Discord. There is a Discord server for it. I'm one of the moderators. Oh, there's something.
These temp readings are unusual.
So if you've got any questions, fire away and I'll answer them best I can. More
Something
than welcome.
is going on here. These temperature readings are definitely paranormal.
Let's see if I can get any audio from him. You're not sure what to do. Is that with any of the... have you tried any of the exorcisms yet?
Is this your home?
See if he's going to give me any EVP.
Is this your home? Do you like the current family living here?
I've got some of the answers on this side, so I'm going to head down this side at the moment.
Do you like the current family living here?
Oh, you started the game yesterday.
Why are you here?
Excellent stuff. So how are you finding it? What do you think to the game?
Why are you here?
Okay, well that
Wow,
was something.
that sounded like a response. That is very interesting. Can you tell me your name? Can you tell me your name?
I still want the Shadow to give off his... Yeah, if you've got any questions about the game, feel free to ask. Yeah, well, it is, but it is one of those games that you need to spend a lot of time in. Purely because it's based on real life. A lot of the mechanics are based on real life ghost hunting. So you're not going to go to a real life ghost hunter. That you're learning, yeah. The best information I can give for anybody starting this game from fresh, having never played it before, is to read the wiki on the computer, get as much knowledge as you can about the different ghost types, about the different locations. There's a lot of information that's quite useful on there. I presume you know about the note system. But let me go back to the... I've got everything I need for a full investigation. Let me go back to the van. And we'll go through it. Head back to the office and then I can show you. It is quite an in-depth game, I must admit. Don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. We've all missed pictures of ghosts. One of the best pieces of equipment that you can get is try and save up for the auto camera. That's the first bit of equipment that I usually buy. Purely because it's easy enough to just to place down in where you think the ghost is going to be and leave it to do its thing while you're investigating. That way you don't miss as many pictures. Yeah, so what I would do is, the wiki has got a lot of information. So locations, you got the church there that we'll be investigating, and there's the different sections in the church where the ghosts are. We've just been doing the cemetery, and you can add notes off the wiki into your notes that you take out into the location with you. Spirit guide is quite useful because sometimes it will help you to understand what type of yeah, oh yeah, that's good as well, because To be honest, a lot of the tools that you can buy will help you narrow down where the ghost is, or where the ghost patrol area is. So you know where to sort of concentrate your investigation on. Yeah, is get familiar with the different types of ghosts. There's demons as well, which I'll be looking at later. Then if you miss, how do you set stuff down in location? Okay, I'll show you. But also in the wiki, you've got all the tutorials in case you miss any or forget anything, which is handy. Right, let me go and pick a piece of equipment up. So, if for example, you had the EMF pod, like that, you use your mouse button to turn it on and turn it off. You want to place it down on the floor, press V on the keyboard, and then you can position it where you want, and V again to place it down. And that's the same with any equipment, whether it be the thermometer. Oh, we got thermometer temperature, but that's just the vent from down there.
These temperature fluctuations appear to be normal.
It's just V, place it down. Another handy trick as well is if you want to place down, say that this is the auto camera. So if you're not happy with the positioning of the auto camera, you can actually rotate it by pressing Z and C. Get the best sort of, then do that so you can get the best position for the camera. Come on. And then if you want to, if they've been placed down like that, it's just F to interact with them and pick them up again. So, right, I want to head back to the church. I'm going to investigate the red eyes. No, oh gosh, yeah, it's not like Phasmo at all. It's a lot more. It's not. It's a lot more. I want to say chill. You've got to be a lot more thorough in your investigation. It's a slower paced game. Okay. Church. Cemetery. Mausoleum, I know about that. Crypts. Shadow in the forest. Also known as red eyes. Red eyes is a shadow. Be very old. Road between crypts in the woods. So that will, all of those notes relate to the one ghost, and that, because you've got 4 notes on that ghost, that will without changing the rest of the noises. I don't think there is. It's, no, you've just got kind of a master volume, unfortunately. I know some of the noises can be quite loud. I'm gonna put as well. Now we'll go to the. I'm gonna put the archives. Have you found many of the archive notes as well? Ulrich and who is Jane Kate? Yeah, so I'm going to investigate the shadow. Start by. So as you can see, we've already released the pastor ghost. We've got the full information for the shadow, and we now know what his relic is, what is attached to. Well, to be honest, the spirit box is... you don't have to use the spirit box. I mean, there's plenty of other equipment that you can use without the spirit box. It's not a necessity. I mean, that's your basic flashlight that you start with. You've got a laser pen there that you can buy. You've got the EMF meter that you start with. You can buy EMF pod, thermal devices, you've got your temperature sensors, the audio devices, Parabox. So I'll show you. You might be able to. I mean, you don't have, like I say, you don't have to use the Parabox. It will give you some evidence, but you'd have to use it and get a lot more readings off it before it counts towards your paranormal notes. You might be better off. Found all of them for the first two houses. Started the church and the lighthouse. Oh, what do you think of the location for the lighthouse? Well, what do you think to the locations in general?
Well, I was able to verify.
Right. Let me put down these. The things like the EMF pod is handy. You need to go back and finish the first house. It's handy because when a ghost walks over it, it does tend to make an alert noise so that you know there's been... Right, so this is the Parabox. Very similar to the Parabox, but there's no... want you. I'll get a temperature sensor as well. So, very similar, but you don't get all the static. When it...
Hello, what's this then?
Oh, well, thank you for following. Welcome to the gang. I hope you like what you see. So the Paravox will give off readings as you go round. Frog. A little ambiguous to what some of the words mean. Again, you can ask it EVP questions.
Is there anyone here who would like to speak with me? Is there anything you'd like to tell me?
Shadows will... Ooh.
That's a weird coincidence. Do you know why I'm here?
So, because the answer it gave is not...
That's a bit suspicious.
So what let me close the EVP menu. So because those responses are not recorded, the audio data's... You need to collect more audio data. Right, and no. When you asked it a question, it responded. So, but because it wasn't recorded, you can't. It's not substantial enough proof that there's something paranormal. It's just sort of raising your suspicions that there may be something. And that's why it's not written the full note being paranormal. Oh, I know what I was going to do, and I don't know which one it is. I can't remember off the top of my head. Let me put down that. That's residual for sure. I think it might be the purple one, but I'm not entirely certain. So yeah, you could get away with the spirit box if you want, the Paravox if you wanted, really. Like I say, you don't have to use those pieces of equipment to get the audio evidence, because you've got an audio recorder that will do it for you. Right. Right, so I've got, seeing as I've got the full audio and the picture of the shadow, which resides in both the church and the graveyard, I'm going to try and look for the relic, and then use the relic in combination with a smudge stick to try and release the ghost. Each ghost type has a different I suppose, yeah. I mean, I can have a word with the dev. I can see if he'll turn down the static noise on it. Like I say, this, I mean, it's just going to full release, and he is still maintaining the game, so any bug fixes or patches that need doing, or bug fixes, he'll do. There's going to be no new content. You never know. It's worth it. It could be worth asking. Hello. You there? Thought that might be the relic then. Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest, I find that the more time you spend in a location getting to know all the ghosts, because all the ghosts are active at the same time. Once you step in their patrol area, they are active. So they're on the map at the same time. The more time you spend with them during a mission, the more sound and picture evidence you can collect, the more rewarding it is. Because you can then get more, because then you can start to understand the story and maybe help release them. The relics do give off an EMF reading, which is why I have got the EMF meter out at the moment. Like I say, it's the investigations, it's just, I heard that, just a case of being thorough, taking your time, learning the lore and backstory of each of the ghosts, doing the research, and then you can use that knowledge to help release the ghosts afterwards. Actually, I might not be worth doing the, I've just realised, not 100% certain the answers. I'm going to need to release the shadow. There is a Discord for this game. If you just give me 2 seconds, I shall try and find the link for you. Yeah, it is on the Steam page. Is that not allow me to? There you go. That might help direct you as well. Right, I think what I'm going to do is we'll sack off releasing the shadow for the minute. We'll go back to the van, collect some proper equipment, and we'll go investigate the red eyes. So, let's have a look. Put you back in there, we don't need you yet. Right, need you. I need you. I'm going to take you, and I'm going to take you as well. Also, if on the Steam page there is, if you dig around for the Steam page, there's an actual guide on the whole game, and that'll help. That'll give you a lot of helpful hints and tips. Right, I've taken this one because the Paramic has headphones. Helps to drown out a lot of the background noise and help you to focus on sounds that you want to collect, or the evidence that you're looking for. It does tend to wander this bit of the dark area at this side of the crypt. I'll put the camera down. Let's see if I can get any readings for him. I thought that was him then, but that was the red eyes, but it's not. That's the camera. Oh, hello. Speak of the red eyes. There he is. I was trying to get something then. Got his
Incredible. I captured a ghost on film.
nothing there. Oh yeah, you can just see something there. Now it seems to be moving across. Wow, well, that didn't take long to get his photo. Sometimes I actually forget that I'm I'm in run mode, or hustle mode as it's called. So I end up running around far too quickly rather than properly taking my time and investigating. Where are you? Show yourself. Like some readings, please. I can get a temperature reading from him. What have we got so far? We've got a photo, we've got a little bit of audio data, but not much. No temperature and no EMF yet. I have to say, I do like the level of detail on these maps. Whoever's done an incredible job. Not wanting to give any evidence, is he? Just thought I'd have drawn him out. I keep thinking that those shadows on the right could be red eyes. The tombstone. You know how I was saying earlier that you're a bit gutted because you've missed a photo? I had it, like I say, it happens to everyone. I had a case earlier where I was busy trying to get readings in the graveyard, and the ghost was behind me. It was literally wandering. I turned around and saw it wandering around behind me. I'd not got a camera to take his photo, so it, like I say, it happens. It's one of those things. Wonder if it might be further down. Oh, damn! I missed that. Oh. Right, let's see if we can get him to talk again. So it's quite easy to miss things out. That's why you just need to be patient with it, and you'll eventually get the readings. You'll eventually get the information that you're after. I must admit, I could do with adding a couple of timers to the stream. One for the Discord and one for another thing I'm working on. It's related to the game, especially the church map it's related to. It really is being a pain. Have you, you know about the battery mechanic in this game as well? Oh, speak of the devil. We got something.
Ooh, that is eerie audio evidence.
I mean, you could get right up to him and get the evidence. So if you see him sort of lurching about like that, could walk right up to him to get the evidence. But the trouble is, there's a battery mechanic in the game. If you have a piece of equipment in your hand, like the thermometer here, then
These temp readings are unusual.
yeah, if the ghost manifests itself and you walk up to the ghost and touch it, it will drain your battery if you've got equipment in your hand. You kind of got to be wary of that whilst you're out investigating. In the house locations, it's not too bad because it's not too far to get to the van to get more batteries. But if you're out on a location like this, it's quite a trek. Where are you? What we got? We got a bit of temperature data. We should focus on that a bit more. Trying to. That EMF data. Also another thing, you've got to be careful of false EMF readings like that electric box.
Nothing paranormal about these EMF readings.
Electric box is giving off an electromagnetic field. Oh, where are you? Some readings. The readings would be nice. Where are you? Kinda just patrolling now, just trying to get him to give me a reading. Speak of the devil. See if he'll interact with me.
Wow, that's great audio evidence.
A lot of the shadow ghosts do that. If they notice you, they will give off a... They will interact you by giving you a voice line. I do have a particular favourite shadow in this game. Well, so far I've got one particular favourite shadow. I haven't really investigated the lighthouse yet. I've been trying to stay away from spoilers from that, whilst I try and... I was gonna do it on stream. You really are being difficult, aren't you? Now, what piece of equipment can I use to help narrow down the ghosts? Tempted to go back and get the EMF pod. Is tempting. I don't need the camera because we've got the photo evidence. Oh, it's a bit of a trek, but the EMF pod will be quite useful. You can get it roughly central so that the ghost will end up walking over it at some point, and use the indication it gives to get some evidence. Getting the evidence slightly easier. Put you down. Pick you up. Go through the graveyard. Never know. Graveyard ghost might show himself. Yeah, so I was investigating round here. I turned round and I suddenly see that the blowing graveyard ghost was just disappearing just there. The rest is quiet. Right then. This is rough round down here is roughly this. What I'm going to do, turn that on, leave it there, then if he interacts with it, we'll know. Oh, he's there, look.
Jump.
Might be better off putting it in the light. No, I didn't want to do that. Let's put it... in the light. He seems to like that area. Trouble is with the EMF pod, because of, say for example, these cases giving off. You put it too close to a case on the ground, then it's going to be going off all the time, so you've got to be careful where you place it. Right. So if he goes close to it, or touches it in any way, we'll know. That's because we're close to that box, look. Oh, it's blooming up there now. No, you are getting to be a pain. I could. Right, I'm gonna move this. Just trying to get the... Trouble is, it's so wide open. It's there again. Right. We're all getting tiny bits of information. Can't get too close to him. Right, for audio. Some audio evidence. Get the laser pen out. So to be honest, the laser pen's a little tricky in the outdoors open area like that. There's not many things for it to bounce the dots off. Look, if I can get it to bounce across the roadway, creating a little bit of a grid, will give me another indication where it could be. That's my thinking. It's not been that visible for me, ideal. It does keep showing himself, but really a bit of a pain. He's not been very forthcoming with the information. Right. So hopefully... Anyway, how are you, Ideal? You alright? Whenever I've seen him, I'm trying to get up to him and trying to get a little bit of reading off him.
That was a very unusual noise. I'll keep that as evidence.
Yeah, we got the photo. That's not a problem. We put the auto cam down and it didn't take long for the auto cam to pick up the photo.
That's extraordinary audio evidence.
We're now starting to get, because we got the... Oh, no worries, mate. No worries, Adil. Thank you for popping in. Trying to use the dots and the EMF pod. At least give me some indication where it could be. I was going to try and release Ulrich, but I've realised I don't have enough information about him at the moment. Well, I haven't read enough information about him at the moment. Right, I think I know.
That was a very unusual noise. I'll keep that as evidence.
Keep his eyes peeled. We see him floating around, try and catch some evidence of him without getting too close. Otherwise he'll drain the batteries. Oh, there he is.
Jump.
Got a smidge of EMF. He saw us. It's almost like playing grandmother's footsteps. You gotta try and catch him so he doesn't see you. Kinda gotta sneak behind him.
Ooh, that is eerie audio evidence.
That's interesting, the evidence he gave us just then. I'm sure that is the name of the demon on this map. Or it could be the name of the tribe, because it looks like it could be an Indian resident. Sorry, Native American. The Native American.
Jump.
How about you? Because you were there. I mean, it does like to sneak up behind you.
That's extraordinary audio evidence.
Quite a lot of audio evidence of him. We may well be able to release... Well, we might be able to release... There we go, look.
I'll keep that as audio evidence.
Right, it is just a case of getting the passive readings. I've got any EMF, I've got a bit of cold, a bit of temperature data. The EMF data I should be able to get. Because I'm hoping that I can find the relic that's attached to Ulrich. If I find that, that'll give me my EMF readings. It's just the temperature data then. Speaking of which...
Something is going on here. These temperature readings are definitely paranormal.
I was starting to get...
These lights are acting funny. I should continue investigating.
Okay.
Windigo.
Right. Let me see if I can find Ulrich's relic. Because that will give us our EMF reading. We've fully investigated the red eyes. So we can now start to release that. You never know, or it may give us some EMF readings and waiting around long enough. Well, I don't know whether or not his relic may well be in the church. Because he tends to... he's either in the church or in the graveyard. He does tend to frequent both places. You never know. Let's be methodical. Know when we find it. There it is.
The EMF meter should not behave this way. This is paranormal.
But that is the relic for Ulrich. I could start trying to release Ulrich, but I don't know enough information about him just at the moment. I'm going to go back to the office. Read up on Ulrich so we can release him. There we go. It took us a while to get there, but we got there. Return to the office. To our staff room, office. Okay, so start with the archives. Start with the archives. So 7 years ago, John Ulrich has been released to the state penitentiary, well known as a something for the church on Spruce Street, committed body snatching and theft. He pilfered about $500 worth of church something while he was something the church. But Ulrich supposedly quoted all that was taken. That a robbery was commonplace So it doesn't give you much information about why he died. There. The next order under the tree marker. Something there. Is there anything in the wiki to do with that? Do with it? Oh, no, that's knives. Church. Construction of the church was finalised. There's Puritans. Nothing there. Cemetery. Although the town of New Ireland was founded in the mid-17th century, the oldest established built in the following cemetery. All the original settlements were destroyed, forcing the town folks to migrate across the river and north to higher ground. Consequently, as the death toll rose, bodies were buried under now what is now the cemetery on Spruce Street. Time was challenging for the town, and no doubt there are unsettled souls lingering about. Doesn't really give you much indication, does it? Right, okay. Recently, transfer of bodies from ground to medical examination went on undetected for years. The only affecting party was Ulrich's young son, who often helped his father, blah blah blah. One night, however, mourners of the recently deceased witnessed a man in the graveyard digging a recently filled grave. Sure enough, they stumbled upon Mr. Ulrich searching yet another body. Fortunately, Ulrich's young son had secretly followed his father to the graveyard. Two mourners snuck upon Mr. Ulrich and fired upon him, hitting his young boy instead. Crouching boy instead. Two men were able to wrestle Mr. Ulrich away from the dying son, turn him in. Okay. That might give us some indication. Oh, whilst we're at it, I want to check something. There's shadows. It was the blue stick that we need. Okay. Right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to investigate that on the email. The woman in white seen in the crypt as well. Let's investigate the woman in white. Wiki will help us here. No, not the puzzle in the crypt. Shadow in the forest. We've done that. We've done that. Wandering spirits in the crypt. Other transparent beings. Young spirit, a small child. Connection between spirits and the crypt. We've got a woman in white, wandering spirits, other transparent beings, spirit of a small child, connection to spirits in crypt. Okay. We'll just take the 5 notes, we'll be okay there. So we're going to attempt to release Ulrich. Now we've found out a little bit more about what happened.
Well,
We need the blue Stick. I need you. I want you. And you. Get the thermometer as well. Right, I wonder, because I picked up the gun and didn't leave it lying about, I wonder if it'll give off EMF now. I'll have to hunt for it carefully. I think it's nestling somewhere between the cemetery headstones. Look carefully. I think it only gives EMF off if you don't pick it up. Once you've picked it up, it'll stop giving you EMF readings. Because we picked it up, I'd forgotten about that. We can hustle it along a bit. We'll find out in a minute. Because once we find the gun, we'll either get an EMF reading or we won't. Yeah, so if you... It's one good thing to know is that it gives off EMF readings, so what you can do is if you know that you're going to find the relic during a mission, it's worth using the relic to get the EMF off before you pick it up. Bit too fast, I might miss it. Go back to... And now I'm walking down each of the aisles twice. I want to make sure I thoroughly investigate each of the tombstones. I don't want to miss the relic. Now each type of ghost, apart from the full-bodied apparition intelligence and the residuals, they all give off a different type of exorcism. Shadows will get very, very dark and there'll be a lot of whispering. It'll be very difficult to see your way. It's a matter of trying to find the right spot. We've still got some way to go, that's alright. I'll know when I find it because I'll either get an EMF reading or the hand icon will show. Pick it up. And to be honest, if I don't get an EMF reading and put down the static camera, because I've got the auto camera in the van that I can use to get a photo should I need to. That's the plan. Once we've done this, we'll go down to the crypts and we'll see what we can find there. We've still got plenty of ground to go over. I know I've said it before, but they've really done a fantastic job with all the detail in this game. I don't know if you played Phasmo or not, but the fact that this game you can't die, it does help to make it a lot more enjoyable for me. And that isn't to say that you won't get harmed, but you can't die. The worst you can possibly do is sort of pass out in this game. Means you can just spend time just investigating and just sort of soaking up the atmosphere. It's very, in my mind, it is very, very immersive. Well, it's certainly more immersive than a lot of the games that are out there. A lot of the ghost hunting games, it's really gone at it from a different direction and a different focus. And that helps it to stand out. I think the market is quite saturated, especially with similar games and same mechanics. This is come at it from a different angle. Dared to be unique in its approach. I think that helps it. This helps it a lot. Right, where are you? I mean, even those games that tend to try and have a story or a capture and release method that don't really focus on the fact that the ghosts were probably once human. They don't treat them with... Oh, there it is. Yeah, because we picked it up, it's not giving me an EMF reading now, look. Right. So we'll need to pick up the relic. This is where we're going to need to get a wriggle on. I'll start at this back corner. I like the smudge stick. Now you need to keep an eye on the smudge stick, because when that starts to flame, you have to put the relic down to begin the exorcism. Smoking. Well. I mean, the smudge sticks do have a limited lifespan as well. So you may not do it first time, especially in such a big area as this. But at least you'll... Oh, there we go. Put that down. Right. We've now got to try and find... Oh. Oh, what happened there? You know, I put the relic down now. I can't find where I put it. Ah. No. Right. Let's try that again, shall we? I must have gone out of range of the axis because just trying to find the where were you? There. You'll know when you've found the right spot because you'll get a prompt come up that'll ask you a question. There you go. Which goes to chance. So look.
I'd like to acknowledge John Ulrich's presence.
Damn. Okay. Where's the gun? Back here, right, let's find the gun again. Go get a fresh stick. Because that one's almost out. Come on. Thank you. I'm determined to release him tonight. Down this one. Is it further back? Further back.
I'd like to acknowledge John Ulrich's presence. You did some awful things in your life. Most of them pertain to stealing things. It's terrible your actions cost you your son's life.
Head back towards the gun. Ah! Okay. There's the gun. I wonder if you just followed that path along. There's the gun. Because normally you end back at the relic. Trying to follow the direction of the whispering. It's hard to see. Right.
I'd like to acknowledge John Ulrich's presence.
Now, gone again. Right, where is the gun? There. So we want to be around there, I think. Not that I think we'll get much out of this stick anymore.
I'd like to acknowledge John Ulrich's presence.
Now, this is a real struggle, this bit. Normally it's not as difficult to do this, but then the location isn't as wide open as this. I'm determined to release it though. About this one where the gun is. Next one. There it is. Right, so. Don't know if you really need to.
I'd like to acknowledge John Ulrich's presence. You did some awful things in your life. Most of them pertain to stealing things. It's terrible your actions cost you your son's life.
There we go.
I'm sure you must be full of regret. Your actions resulted in your wife and son's death. Regardless, it is time to leave these memories and be at peace.
Bye. No more grave robbing for you. The regret,
I should make sure this relic is on me when I leave.
Yeah, we will. The regret that I got from that was because he tried to fight to get to his son. Right, where are we? Is that where the truck is? Over there. Right, okay, I'm going the wrong way. So, we've released the ghost. But our job hasn't ended there. We need to pick up the relic, wherever it is. Around here somewhere. Could be around here somewhere. And make sure that when we go back to the office we have it in our inventory. Otherwise the ghost will come back and carry on haunting the location. But we don't need you anymore. There it is. So yeah, so we need to make sure that we have that in our inventory, otherwise when we go back to the office, otherwise the ghost will stay and haunt the location. You can't even sort of put it in the van and go back to the office. You've got to have it in your tool belt. Right, I want you. Time to go down to the crypt. As we've got no data. Like I say, that one's the second most difficult entity to release. The most difficult one, which I've not done yet, is the demon. Right, here's the crypts. Let's see what we can get. The poltergeist is quite difficult. The residual and full-bodied intelligence are actually relatively easy comparison. Right. Didn't turn that on. Pick that up again. That should do. I'll go back to the van and pick up a sound recorder. We should be good to go to investigate. I was going to keep the camera on because I was going to get a picture of the releasing, but not to worry. Gosh, you got a noisy engine. Turn that down a little bit. Back down the road to the crypt. Yeah, so like I said, I've tried to stay away from spoilers for the lighthouse, so that's going to be an interesting map. As I don't know where any of the ghosts are. I don't know what any of the ghosts look. I know kind of what one or two of them look like. Right, I know one of the ghosts likes to play around this area. So let's see if we can get any information, any data. Trouble, well, I say the trouble, part of this is the fact that it's quite a bit of a maze. Quite easy to get lost. That's that electricity box again.
While this is a high EMF level, it seems to be normal, although they may want to call an electrician to ensure everything is wired correctly.
That's what caused that reading. Right, where are you, little ghosties? Oh. Ah. That's New Eidolon. Not much known about the life of local deceased woman Alice Williams, except her tragic end. Alice was married to a verbally abusive man who often tormented her. According to her friends, the abuse transformed her into a very frail shell of a person. Seeking the love she so desperately yearned for, Alice eventually met another gentleman while she was still married. According to Alice's diary entries, this man wooed her with his appreciation of her wit, humour and intelligence. Secretly finding true love, Alice then became pregnant by him. Sorry you got distracted by inscription puzzles. No worries. In her diary, Alice devised a plan to ensure her husband would never find out and believe the child to be his own. One day, 7 years later, neighbours reported hearing a violent argument from the Williams home. Tired of her husband's constant verbal barrage, she let her secret slip out, blind spite. In a fit of rage, she murdered both Alice and her son. Alice's husband then dragged the body to decay within a vacant crypt in the local church grounds and disposed of the boy in the Mill River. After proudly confessing to his crime, he was convicted and executed via electric chair. According to the locals, Alice's spirit still walks the hallowed grounds of the church, search for a child. So that's must be the woman in white. A bit of evidence we were still missing. I thought we got it then, but that's that electric box. Oh dear, something's happening outside, the dog's not happy. Just having a good old nose around. I know that they like to hang out. It is mainly down this side of the crypt as well that they tend to hang out. Nothing on the camera. But I might move that camera. Let me just put that down a minute. Cool. I shall move it a little bit closer. Did you see the exorcism, Billy? That we eventually did. Let's get some temperatures. At least one thing, walking around like this, it gives you some idea of what the temperatures are meant to be around here. So if you see it suddenly dip, you know that that's abnormal. Like that, for example.
These temp readings are unusual.
Following something.
Something is going on here. These temperature readings are definitely paranormal.
Are we now getting the EMF?
These lights are acting funny. I should continue investigating. The EMF meter should not behave this way. This is paranormal.
There we go. Right, let's listen for any audio. Normal audio. So it says, notes a woman in white seen in the crypt, that's Alice. Wandering spirit, we know that's Alice. Other transparent beings in the crypt, that could be her son. Spirit of a small child in the crypt, that's the son. And the connection is to the spirits. It's mother and son, isn't it? They are connected. So now we've got those passive readings. Doesn't matter if we rush about trying to get the audio readings. I love the little things like this, look. Got little mementos on some of the graves. Did you see the research note that we found? Picked up. Whoa! That was loud.
Ooh, that is eerie audio evidence.
Oh my god. That's just give me, yeah. That's giving me goosebumps. In fact, that is, I can tell you now, that is a little Easter egg, kind of a play, fun Easter egg if you like. Don't know if you've heard of something called the Wilhelm scream. It's a stock scream sound effect that's used in lots of different films. It's been used in at least 20 or 30 different films, quite well known films as well. And because it sounded like Angelica, it does sound a bit like Angelica, doesn't it?
That's extraordinary audio evidence.
I see where you're coming with that. But yeah, because the Wilhelm scream is, because the surname of the boy is Williams, it's like Williams scream is almost a pun of Wilhelm scream. That's why the scream's in there, so it's like a little Easter egg pun. Have a It didn't half make me jump though. I don't think I've ever heard that before. Kinda hoping I'd catch audio from Alice. I mean, it's one of the things I do like about this game. When we first started, think back to us first investigating script, we weren't getting anything. And all of a sudden we got the passive readings, and now we're starting to get sound effects. It's like it was originally called Man Being Eaten by Alligator. Is that the Wilhelm scream? Is that what it was originally called? They were starting to get actual evidence now. Sort of the ghosts are ramping up. With his picture, quite nice. Sometimes he likes when he starts playing hide and seek. He likes to come across the front of these mausoleums here, these crypts. Why I set the camera up there. So loud, that scream. Around and Can we get anything else? I'd like to be in this bottom corner. I know also in this area there's also a secret noise. Doesn't count as evidence. I think it's related to these two spirits. First used in the film in the 50s, and this dude is in a swamp and gets eaten by an alligator. Loving that. Well, where did the name Wilhelm come from then? Come on, where are you? Bert was the one who renamed it the Wilhelm Scream. I know on YouTube there are several, at least, well, there's several videos where people have put the compilation of the different films that the Scream's used in. Oh, okay, from when they used it in Star Wars. And like I say, it's been in some major films. It's in most of the Indiana Jones film, most of the Star Wars films, I think. I think some people, or some of the film people, tend. Snaps. Not picking up the footsteps. Normally it does. That's weird. Oh, Christ! You've done it again, Jew. Oh. Bloody hell. Don't do that to me. I thought it was the sound in the game. Look at that, my heart rate's gone up again. You bugger. Oh dear me. It caught me out again. Yeah, I have got a few sound effects. Well, this is true. This is very true, Jew. Very true. Yeah. No, I put them on purposely, and I put them in loud purposely. Make me jump. How you doing? How's your day been? How's your mum? And more importantly, how's Grumpy Dog?
That was a very unusual noise. I'll keep that as evidence.
Oh dear, what have you been up to today, Jew? Kinda just... That's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all good. I do like the Wilhelm scream. It's kind of... As daft as it sounds, it's kind of a reassuring scream. Screams can be reassuring. Certainly not a terrifying scream. Then some audio evidence that can't be explained. Been treasure hunting today, found nothing. Nothing? That's not like you.
That's extraordinary audio evidence.
Grumpy Dog's good too. Good. Is Gav home alone then, or is he working over your way? Got to get home tomorrow and you need the rest. Safe journeys for tomorrow. He's home alone. I bet he's been shattered from working, hasn't he? Yeah, so you use this sort of angel statue as midpoint. So down that way is where the Williams boy is. And that way is where Alice is. I bet it's strange for him though when you're not there. Just doesn't feel the same. I know it's like that for me and Mrs. O. Oh well, they can be. You got to keep him happy. Nice to get a photo of. And they're just sort of waiting now. Waiting for the ghosts to do their thing. It's a bit weird, but he's been getting up early and watching things he likes on YouTube. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. At least he's not got you there to change the channel when you think he's asleep. Come on. You're a good boy.
Bad guys beware.
I'll keep that as audio evidence.
Right, so we've got a significant amount of paranormal audio. Good. We managed to release one of the ghosts tonight. It was a bit tricky. But we've had a few tricky investigations this time. There's a be caught out. Yeah, there was a red-eyed shadow ghost over the other side of the crypt, over that side of the crypt near the woods. That was quite tricky to get some evidence for. And we've just released another shadow ghost, and that was proven to be a little tricky. We've had a few tricky missions tonight. We did them. We persevered and got there. Walk over. Kind of. Are you going to show yourself? If you just smile, look, I'll pick the camera up to move it somewhere else and he'll turn up. Just a matter of being patient. Kind of I would in real. There you are.
That's extraordinary audio evidence.
There. Typical. Camera's set up in the wrong blooming place. I don't have my handycam on me either. I do wonder if I can. I can't remember where I put it down. I put it down in the cemetery at the up near where the truck is. I don't know whereabouts in the cemetery I put it down. I must admit, part of me is tempted to put that down as we don't need it now. Move this camera. Where we've just been. But who's to say how long it's going to be before he comes down that way again? I think it was down here.
I can fly!
I'll keep that as audio evidence.
Was it down this bit or was it down here? Stick it back here. I do know. Just need his thing now. Photo. So part of me is tempted to go back to the graveyard, see if I can find the hand camera. Just in case. What time are you leaving? Your mum's tomorrow due. Just when you're ready, about 10 or 11ish. Is it much of a journey? I was on a clear run. That's not too bad. But it's never a clear. No, especially on a Friday, it's not.
I'm gonna save the day.
It's for sure it's never a clear
Ooh,
run on
that
a
is
Friday.
eerie audio evidence.
Right. Bit of time round here. Too far away from the auto camera. Goes off. Get some more audio evidence in white. Yeah, we heard
I'll
that
keep that
one.
as audio evidence.
We heard that one. Proving quite elusive. This is what's got started us talking about the Wilhelm scream. It's a little bit of a pun, is that scream. Because the boy is William, surname is Williams, they put the scream in. So it's like a William scream, which is a bit of a pun on Wilhelm scream. That's why I'm talking about the Wilhelm scream. Fine. Because I'm not sure if it was this aisle or down there. Might put the camera there so it captures both. Oh, so if it does run down here, if he runs down here, camera should capture.
I'll keep that as audio evidence.
Bad guys beware.
Wow, that's great audio evidence. That's extraordinary audio evidence.
May have to go back to the office with no photos. Don't want to do. Not if I can help it. Photos being quite. One more fact, and I'll stop. The guy who is credited with doing it is the same guy that sung Purple People Eater. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go have a quick look up in the graveyard, see if I can find the hand camera. Bugging me now. That way. Does anyone remember where I put the camera down? I should have been more careful when putting the camera down. Maybe put it next to a gate post or something. I think I put it near grave. Can't be certain. I know where I put it. I put it where we found the gun. I believe it was over this side towards the back. I swapped it out, didn't I? The gun didn't give off any EMF. That's what I did. Just trying to remember where the gun was. It was in this middle section. Where? Question? Oh, no worries, Jew. Have a good night's sleep and safe travels tomorrow. Give us 3 rings when you get home. I will try. I don't know how much longer I'll be doing this for. Camera. When it was around here potentially. Amber. Ooh. Oh. Nothing from Ulrich. He's gone. The son of what? Oh, Loeffler. I thought it said loser. Oh, look at that. Oh, no. Twins. Oh, no. 2 children died same day. Susan M and Jamie D. Oh. I knew I should have put that gun, the camera somewhere else. Oh well. Not going to search for it. Back down to the crypt. I'll spend another few minutes down there. If I don't get the photo, I don't get the photo. Road's in a bit disrepair. The other option is to pick the camera up, wander around for a few minutes. If I see him running or whatever, try and quickly put... Oh, hello. No need. Got a green light on the camera.
How rare to take a photo of a ghost.
This is what I was talking about with the auto camera. You can be off doing other things. That must be it. Investigating. And just leave it to do its thing. Right. Let's head out. I mean, I must admit, whenever I've played this game, the auto camera is the one piece of equipment I always try and go for first. You can see just how useful it can be. Just a case of putting it down, just leaving it to stand there, and then it'll take pictures if it sees anything. You don't have to worry about trying to get a photo then. A step. You can be off getting all your other readings. Got a gun on us. There we go. Or release mysterious shadows. Head back to the office. I'll show you around the museum because here we go, look. So this is Evergreen Lane. These are the different relics that we collected. Got the research notes and you get the photos from the ghosts. Oak Street over here. Got a demon summoning scroll there, which we're going to use at a later date. Found that in the woods in the church. This is Spruce Street, the church. You've got the revolver, you've got the notes. You've got some of all the other research notes. Charles was from releasing the Reverend. Spruce Street. So, released Pastor, or the Reverend. We can release William's boy. Got enough notes for Alice. Released Ulrich. We can release the Shadow next time. That's 2 ghosts we can release next time. There's a couple of ghosts there we're still working on, and there's a demon there that we're working on. So that's going to give us plenty of work to do next time. I'm trying to save releasing the demons until Halloween. Yeah, so that was the note we were missing. So Alice is the woman in white. Right, let's see what else we can buy in the slime store. I think we've got everything near enough. Owned, EMF devices, owned, thermal devices, owned. All those, yeah. Got everything. The only thing we haven't got is the salt and this mush stick for the demon. So, right, I'm going to call it a night there. Thank you ever so much for watching, everybody. I hope that's helped out and given you a little bit more of an understanding of the game and of what can happen. We'll be back next Tuesday at the same sort of time. So until then, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye!